Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, let me just grab this. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. The body of Bahashim Shai for another day, being able to preach this word of prophecy. And as we see that things are really picking up, as it continues every day, that we already been seeing the Spirit of the Lord been working throughout all these times. But you're seeing things that are really, really standing out through the spirit of prophecy. As we've seen in France, that is a riot against the police department, and the riot, and a riot against the fire department in France. So you're seeing it. It's like gangs of New York. You're seeing that all people are going I'm just going to grab a precept, but Shalom, Mashak, Yahweh Shemashar Brakatah, and Brakathum to your household, and Shalom, Malak La'ab, Yahweh Shemashar Brakatah, and Brakathum to your household. But going into, let's just grab this. This is Sirach, chapter 13. Verse 16. All flesh consorted according to his kind, and all men will cleave unto his light. So everybody is going to, as what the Heavenly Father said he was going to do, he was going to, let's grab this, bring civil war, bring this nation to its knees, bring all these places to, and they're going to start likening unto people that have the same beliefs. And because of how Esau Edom said that, do as your will spirit, everybody has, it's so many beliefs that now people are, now they're fighting and killing each other for it. Who's post-Palestinian? I mean, who's for Palestinian? Who's for Israel? Who's for farmers union? Who's for the economy? Who said to give up the money? So now, what is that causing? People to literally violently fight about it, consorted into their kind. So you're seeing it as, if you guys ever seen the movie Gangs of New York, you know, the police department, fire department, all these things going for the protection on what? On their different beliefs. So this is Mark chapter 3, verse 24. And a reason why we keep going into civil war, because this is a big, major prophecy that is going to be for, especially against the government, against these police forces. Because remember, Los Angeles, man, the elder song, the elder y'all calls going live now. I don't want to miss it. Just catch the replay. And what is it called? United States, Slovakia. That the LAPD has the biggest gang, they say, in LA. Usually, because that police department, what is it? It's just they have criminals in there, have tattoos that they have to do an internal investigation. So you're going to see that be really in real time, but all throughout the globe. So this is Mark chapter 3, verse 24. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. So look at, everybody is consorted towards common, whatever beliefs they forward, or whatever beliefs they're pushing that they think that the world should be. And how are they fighting for it? They're violently fighting for it. Similar, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. So a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. So you see all these things. There's even families going to go against each other. Splinter, because look at, they used to say that police department and the fire department, as what's happening in France, they said it was, they're pretty much, they always say, well, they're family, that they fight and it's all for, but now they're literally rioting against each other in the street in France. And that's coming to the United States. And if Satan is divided against himself, how can he stand? How would he would never survive. So now you're going to see that these little police departments, these governments on the United States, these fire departments, all these different things, the hospitals, they're all going to work against each other, all because they believe. Because look at, the fire department believes in something. A lot of people in the medical field, they believe in liberalism, give it free. All these things. Look at who's in the healthcare department. So you're seeing that the Heavenly Father is collapsing this place inside itself. Let me illustrate further in the Mark 3, verse 27. Who is powerful enough to enter to a house of a strong man like Satan and plunder his good. Only someone even stronger, someone who could tie him up, then plunder his house. So look what's happening. The Heavenly Father is now having these devils all be against each other and causing them to fight, pretty much destroy themselves. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon us with cloud, and he shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved out of his presence. Why? Because he's the only God. All other gods are idols unto him. And they're seeing that. Who's controlling all these things on the earth? Yahweh, why Yahweh? Yahweh by Shem El Shaddai. The heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of there, and I will set the Egyptian. So he's tying up that strong man. He's going to set the Egyptian against the Egyptian. How are they even worried about and when they're fighting against each other? And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and every man against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So they're going to fight a lot of, because a lot of people in those departments, like fire department, police department, they're usually most likely Masons. A lot of a huge one, and they call it out a brotherhood. So what are they going to do? You're going to start seeing in the end days that Republicans in the courthouse are what's it called? And Democrats are going to be fighting to death, killing each other, because that's how bad the spirit of sedition the Lord has put in this house of Esau. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. How is he going to give them this perverse spirit? So now every advice, you got so many different advices, it's confusing people. They have all the beliefs that they think that how the world should be run. Even people that are speaking the same thing, what's happening? They have little instances that they disagree. Why? That counsel is that you're going to find a different. Why? Because first of all, they didn't have a true order following the law, statutes, commandments, following Yahweh, because that's the only true order. Everything else is just folly and nonsense. Hey, Shalom Wesley, Yahweh Shema Shabbat to your household. So continue. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst of this modern age of Babylon the Great, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek their idols. So they're going to start going back. You're going to see a lot of people get spiritual in these end days. You're going to see a lot of people seek on to try to get closer to their God. But as we read, people cleave onto their own kind. So if they are be in the spirit of out back in the day, because there's nothing new under the sun. Let's grab that. In Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9. The things that have been, it has already shall be. So how everybody is, that's how they were back in the when at first. You see is keep recycling. What happened? Egypt. It was they had two parties. Was it Greece? They had two parties. The plebeians and the patricians. You seeing that it's continuously doing the same. All the red, white, and blue that comes from Egypt. And now what happens? Now it's in America. Everything is just recycling itself, including the spirits of the people. And that which is done is which shall be done. There is nothing new under the sun. And what happens? All these systems fail, and it's going to fail just as it but they said, how do we not know? Let's drop down to verse 7. There is no remembrance of former things. The Heavenly Father pretty much wipes the slate clean. So you can't remember your past lives. Because if you could, what would you think? Then you're like, oh, I'm not going to fall in that same trick. Well, you were an unbeliever. So you're gonna fall in an unbelieving spirit as you did before. You're not going to get all the wickedness you did in your past lifetimes. Or if what happened when we were in captivity, we were getting enslaved. If we had that understanding, what would happen? Us going into chattel slavery. We would go out and kick open doors and kill people. Neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come, which those shall come. So you see this? Let's grab this. So the Lord requires the past. That's why he's putting the Spirit on people. Shalom, Carla, Chevrolet. Yabba Shema Shabrakatah, and Brakatum to you in your household. Grab this. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 14. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever, and nothing can be put to it. What did he say? What is he doing? He said, we just read that he put the spirit of rebellion in the land of Egypt. He's going to set Egyptian against Egyptian. And even throughout all this beast system, he was going to cause a divide. He said, think not that I come to bring peace on earth. No, but a sword. So you're seeing everything come to fruition, nor anything taken from it. God doeth that men should fear before him. This is what Yahweh is doing, causing them to understand that he controls and he rules in the kingdom of men. Thus saith the Lord. And that which has been is now, and that which is to be has already been. God requires that which is the past. God requires on what happened. Let's read it in the NLT. What happened now has happened before, and what will happen in the future has happened before, because God makes the same thing happen over and over again. See that? And so that's why he's causing all these things. Let's just continue it. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment, which is so we understand, if you understand this doctrine, that hell is not a real place. The Heavenly Father causes judgment to be under the sun. Now, you see now we got our judgment. We went into the spiritual realm, and we were at peace. But then what happened after the fact that happened? That we came on earth and we had to go into cattle slavery. All because of our unbelief. So now it's going to the time that he's going to do the same thing to all the other nations. And the wicked were there, and the righteous in the place were righteous. That iniquity was there. See that? So continuing in these things that are happening, I'm going to go back on X, throughout this world. You're seeing, just as before, prime ministers being shot. Duke prime minister, potato, is how World War I started. Well, what happened? Assassination attempt. You're seeing another bridge. Well, look at, just as before, another bridge crashed in Galveston, Texas. You're seeing all these things that have been happening in the past. What did they do right before Nazi Germany in World War II? They cut off media. And Israel's doing the same thing, because ultimately Hitler was a Jew. And it's just the same thing, fighting for power. And what? They have to control the narrative. You're seeing all the things happening that has already happened before. We see it as Antiochus, which is a lot of people think Antiochus is Biden coming into power. And look at the laws he's passing, just as what Antiochus passed in let's grab Daniel chapter 7. Through the law they cause mischief to prosper. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 24. This is Antiochus, and a lot of people believe that Antiochus is Joe Biden coming back. This is verse 24. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderful, and he shall prosper and precise, and he shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. That's how put it at. It's illegal, and that's what they're going to do. It's going to be illegal to call yourself an Israelite, to call yourself a Jew. That all these laws, look at that anti-Semitic law. That's basically saying, no, now you can't call them because we're already taking the number. You can't tell the truth. That's basically what it's saying. They're going to destroy the holy people, which is the so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans. Thus said the Lord. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. So you're seeing, hey, Shalom, Hawashai, Yabba Shemeshra, Brakathum to your household, Shalom, King. And beautiful lessons, you brothers there, man. You guys going in, man. I'm jealous. I want to be out there. And when I am, man, we better go hard. And what is it? Kasadia Sana. I'm really bad. I'm gonna have to keep on pronouncing it. You know how it is until I figure it out. For the brother Angel Padilla, formerly known Angel Padilla, and through his policy he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and peace shall he destroy many. So as a lot of people think Biden is Antiochus, and that family coming back, that's a huge crime. Their family is just wicked, is with all hell. But what is he? He's causing, by peace shall he destroy many, destroying people's livelihood, looking at when they were pushing forth, hey, if you guys get this inoculation, what's going to happen? You're going to be safe. And what did it do? It killed more people than it didn't save anybody. It killed a tremendous amount of people getting that inoculation. Which is, if you guys didn't know, the juicy juice. Kasad Ban Shana. Like, yeah, I'm going to have to be it pronounced. I'm real bad at pronouncing. But the Wadi Yabashi and Ashaf for brothers, because they're gifted at that. And that's a beautiful embrace change. And that's what we have to do, because you see the society changing every day into what the Heavenly Father has foretold. A warlike state here. Because what are you seeing? You're seeing, as is when we're going into the firefighters and policemen fighting each other. Seeing military police. Now you see in the state of Texas and 25 states are adverse against each other, against the United States government. Well, all these things that we're going to have to embrace a society in war. Jacob's trouble. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. Sword in their hand, guns in their hand. Like people, usually people used to protest and they used to have picket signs. Now people's going and running into crowds. Now people's going and stabbing each other. And watch, you're going to start seeing suicide bombings. And it's not going to be, they're going to try to false flag it, have them have fringes and shit on. But it's not going to be us, because we are men of peace. We understand, meaning peace for Israel, but because we know that this nation is not going to have peace. It won't be peace to the wicked. But to Israel, we're going to get that. We're men, our weapons of our warfare are carnal. That's not carnal, so we're not going to be blowing up people. But you're going to see that thing happen, because this is the devil's kingdom as we speak. For then shall be sedition among men. Sedition. So it don't matter that your local police officer, he's not going to like that now he's not going to be able to eat. And then they're going to form a gang, just as you're seeing they're going to form a gang. You see your local fireman, he's going to have it, and they're going to form a gang. Your local doctor, you're seeing all these, then the actual gangs, they're going to form a gang. And everybody's going to go and fight and kill each other. And then what are they going to do? They're going to go after these elitists, these government officials. This is what's going to happen. It's going to be sedition among men, evading one another. And they shall not regard their kings nor princes. We've seen that movie Civil War. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you slacking. I'm just playing. But spoiler alert. They're going to see people going after and trying to kill the U.S. president. Going after, you've seen the assassination attempt with the prime minister in Slovakia. You're going to start seeing more. What is his name? The dude from Canada. You're next. Through the Spirit, the Canadians hate, Justin Trudeau or whatever the hell his name is? You're going to see him get executed or attempt on his life. You're seeing this in the Spirit. They're going to be going after and killing you government officials. And ultimately, they're going to go after you Rothschilds. They already know where your castle is. Don't be surprised when they burn that shit to the ground. And it's going to be a beautiful sight. And the course of their action shall stand in their power, and a man shall desire to go into a city. So then it was like, oh, I have to close it off. Like it's gonna be war zones, fighting in and out of cities that they're gonna have to just stop, pretty much, what is it called? Border it off, and you're gonna have to have. They're gonna try to get you to have a sea hit, and they shall not be able. For because their pride, the city shall be destroyed. And why? Because the pride of these people. Now they're all against each other because they thought that they had the right idea. No, the right idea was in the scriptures. So now what's going to happen? The right idea is in these scriptures, but you thought that the answer was to give LGBT people rights. And now look at them. They're committing the most crimes. They're mentally ill. And you're seeing now countries saying, yeah, they are mentally ill. Because all the crime, because of the Pride Month, doing all that stuff. So, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Let me see people going house to house, killing each other. They're going to be looting, all that stuff. Because how they don't get food, or how they, the only how is when there's no food is take yours, take you, and especially you rich people. Hey, shalom Nathan, brakatham to your household. So you don't see it as like gangs in New York. You're going to have to join these little marauders, or what is it? You know, where Mel Gibson and he's on free, because it's not going to be driving like that, but you know how they have little cliques of like marauders going around jacking each other. That's what's going to be happening. Forgot what it is. Roadhouse? No, it's something like that. And a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So they're not going to care. It's like, he has kids. You know, that's what you hear. No one's like, no, fuck them kids. They're going to be going up. They said they might think the kids are delicious. They're going to use your kids as playthings. If they're daughters, all these things, they're not going to have pity upon their neighbor. That neighborhood friendliness, community, the HOI, because it's going to really happen into those gated communities. You guys just lock yourself in there. That's a prison to you, because what's going to happen to you? People are just going to hop the fence. Your security guards is going to go after. That's what's going to happen. But shall destroy their houses with swords, shooting each other, spoil their goods, because the lack of bread. That's the major thing. Because the lack of bread, and for the great tribulation. Behold, said the Lord, I will call all the kings of the earth to reverence me. Well, this is going to happen because ultimately the only people that are going to be in order, as we started, men likened unto their own kind, is the spirit of Yahweh Shai. That's the only how you're going to be able to be in order, be stable in this end time. So the Wadi Yahweh, let me just grab that, and then I'm end up. And the brother Nathan, that was a beautiful camp you guys did. The Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. Lord willing, I'll be out there. And the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability in that time, and the strength of salvation. And the fear of the Lord is thy treasure. So that's the only people that are going to be stable in that time, that is going to bring forth that a man of the Lord shall be gold. A gold in that time. They're going to be that deliverer and that win. Not deliverer, Salakia. What's the name? I'm just going to grab it since I said it and I quoted it wrong. So let's just make it straight. This is Isaiah chapter 32. You know, Salakia for being long-winded, but this is a major thing. I'm excited. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind. So when these police, all these crimes is, a man of the Lord, a man shall be a hiding place against this destruction, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place. When you see, you've been traveling the desert for like 2 days, and you see some water, you're like, jump and throw your face in it and drink the water. Well, that would be a man, and a shadow from a great rock in a weary land. To be able to be covered from that heat, that is going to be men of the Lord. They're going to be only people stable as everyone panic and killing each other. So with that, I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the Wadi Yahweh Hashem El Shai, DTA, which is Dev to America, and a Ball. Shalom.